Obsession is the real fucking deal. And this is my spoiler-free review of the movie to let y'all know why I think that. Because Obsession is one of the best and most unnerving horror movies that I have seen in a while. Indy Neverready gives a truly terrifying and career-defining performance as Nikki. Happy to say that I've been on the Indy Neverready train ever since Superman and Lois, because she was great in that show as well, but her performance in Obsession is just insanely good. She is up there with Toni Collette in Hereditary in my opinion. And if Indy Neverready is not nominated for an Oscar for this performance, then the Academy is a complete fucking joke. The rest of the cast also gives some fantastic performances, especially Michael Johnson as the main character Bear. And speaking of Bear, I really like how his character is portrayed in the film. And Curry Barker's script never forgets who the victim is in this film, even though there are a ton of people on the internet right now misunderstanding the point of this movie, which is kind of alarming, not gonna lie. And to talk more about Curry Barker's script, it is very well written and tightly paced. This movie's in an hour 48 minutes and it is just moving, especially after you get past the initial setup. I also think that Obsession striked a good balance between the horrific moments and the darkly comedic ones, all without undercutting the tension of what's happening. Curry Barker's directing is top tier here, and I think the cinematography and lighting are just masterful. There are two shots in particular that are some of my favorite shots that I've seen in years. One of when Nikki is framed on the porch as a silhouette and Bear is in the car, and the one when Nikki is at his doorstep in full silhouette, but you can see her eyes and her like necklace. And to speak more about Curry Barker's direction, there's one scene in particular that takes place in a car that I think is just executed to absolute perfection. And he also crafted other sequences that just had my heart racing all throughout them. I honestly have no mixed or negative notes on this movie, besides me having two cats. If you know, you know. But I definitely need a rewatch Obsession before I would give it a perfect rating, which leads to this being my scorecard for Obsession. And y'all make sure to like, comment, and follow for more horror movie content just like this.